Just because you're moving doesn't mean you're progressing. Take a moment to slow down, see beyond the everyday, and kind of view your life from a third person, right? Step outwards and just see, like, hey, what's going on in my life? What are my routines, my habits, my choices, my thoughts causing to happen in life, right? What is it attracting? More like it, because whatever you feel internally you put out there is what you get back. If you don't believe me, try it. Go a week with this blind faith. Literally just let go of everything. Be delusional, absolutely crazy. Just anytime anything happens, just say, it's going to be okay. Because it's going to be. My name's Tyler. Welcome. If you've seen me before, appreciate you guys being here yet again. Love you so much. If you're new, feel free to stay. It's all about freedom, all about the good vibes. So, yeah, the energy I'm picking up on and feeling is just thinking, just because you're moving doesn't mean you're really progressing, right? So many people are doing so much, right? Like, oh, I'm doing this and this and this and this, and they're getting nothing done. Think about that for a second. How could they be doing all of these things and getting nothing done? Because it doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't really align with the purpose, the goal, right? So if you're just blindly doing things in life out of the just random weird like discipline you put on yourself, like if you just say like, oh, I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. every day, or I'm not successful in life even though everything else is aligned, that's weird. You don't need to do that. You could just like choose to be okay with like not having to do things you don't want to do. Whatever comes naturally to you, that's what you should try to expand on first in life, because if it comes naturally to you, there's going to be less barriers, less turmoil, less difficulty, higher rate of success, right? But it's not always about go, 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 go in general. You want to slow down. Take a minute to really pay attention, right? Take a minute to just realize where you are right now. Where are you sitting? Where are you laying? Where are you walking? Where are you driving? Realize exactly where you are. Fully embrace the present. It's this day. It's this time. I'm doing this. I feel this. I hear this. I can see this. I smell this. I taste this. Define it all. Realize where you are. And then realize what about that you like and what you don't like. And then change it. The only constant in life is change. That's kind of the beauty of it. Imagine if everything was just one way forever. It would be that's hell. To me, that's hell. To just do the same thing over and over and over and repeat the loop, which is what, we do so often. And unlike the other people you may listen to or watch or view, I don't believe that the pattern of the loop is actually a bad thing. I think that's literally the purpose of coming here. I think that's the purpose of life, is to do these loops and these patterns and kind of realize how quickly you can learn and discern between what's right and wrong for you, and if you're capable to stay on the path, right? I've recently just broken it down to be so simple. It's like you have life with God and you have life without God. I just simplify it to that. You can say the universe, you can say higher self, spirit, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's all the same, right? Nobody's arguing that it's real. They're just arguing over what it's called. So that's all that matters, right? So whatever you choose to believe and feel, I accept. I support. That's what I meant. That's what I'm saying. We agree. Personally, I've been leaning more towards just saying God, because it is, God is, it's inside of all of us, right? It's divine. And you can choose to listen to that. And that's what I do whenever I come here and I speak to you guys. It's nothing scripted. It's not, it's literally just, as some would say, a divine source connection, right? I just get to a point to where I'm so relaxed, I'm so chill, I'm so clear, the channel just opens up, and I just share the message with you. I feel like that's my purpose, right? And even if it's not, even if it's all placebo, even if it means nothing, right? Because there's those people that are out there, And if you feel that way, I'm curious why you're still here, why you made it this far to the video. But thank you for being here. Maybe you're just a curious cat. Who knows? But, you know, it's easy to live life whenever you have that connection, because anytime you have a problem, just take 30 to 60 minutes to just be alone, be in the silence, complete silence, figure it out. Put on some meditation music if you like, put on some soothing sounds, put on some frequency. If you personally zone out with music, put on music. If it doesn't matter. It's everybody's different. You find what works for you. That's the whole purpose. The point is to come back to self, is to rely on self. Whenever you want to learn something, the first person you should ask is yourself, and really, truly, deeply think about it. And if you can't come up with an answer, does it really matter what anybody else thinks of it? I think that it's all just like, life is very simple. You wake up one day, you realize, like, oh, it's better to live in light and love rather than the darkness. So you just start doing that, and then you choose that every day. And once you do that, everything else kind of falls into place. I don't think anything ever falls apart. I think it always falls apart into place, right? So it's always a positive. It's always everything always changes, never created nor destroyed, just changed. It's energy, right? But it's a very interesting time that we live in. If you guys recognize that, like, with just technology and people being so aware, but choosing to still be blind and repeat the cycle and focus on things that are so superficial and not really, just it's very curious. What do you feel? What do you feel about that? The best way to make sure that you're succeeding and progressing in life is to ensure that you're just being the person that already has that success, right? It's the version of me that has the following on YouTube, has the entire ecosystem, the community, comes on here and posts every day no matter what. It's just something natural. It's just built into the routine. It's just a habit. It's something that naturally comes, right? It's like drinking a glass of water in the morning, right? Which is the best thing you could do. Wakes up your brain. You're dehydrated. Think about it. 8 hours of sleep. You're literally not consuming any water, just sweating, whatever. Like, drink water in the morning and drink more water throughout the day. Take care of yourself. But once you take the steps that align with who you are, whether you win or lose, it doesn't matter, because it's either you win and you move forward and life's great, or you lose and you fail, you learn, and then you try again, and then you succeed. And if you don't succeed that time, you learn even more, and then you're bound to succeed. It's trial and error. Sometimes you have to just trial and error, brute force. Sometimes it's very precise. It's very meticulous. You think it out. You plan it out. But tell God your plans and he'll laugh at you, right? Right? Your purpose is to row and let the universe steer. Just go with the flow. You wake up, you live, you put in the work. That's it. You put in the work that day. And that work is just being you, being naturally you, authentically you, genuinely you. Without any of the fear, without any of the bullshit. And I know it's tough. I know it's difficult. I know it's scary. But it's so necessary, because there's so much more that we could be accomplishing and doing, but we all hold ourselves back from fear. It's what do they say? Fake evidence. But yeah, fear is pointless. It's literally just there to cause you to have emotions and feel, which is good. Like, it's good to feel, but at any point in time, you can choose to relinquish the fear and just be like, okay, instead of thinking, what if it doesn't work out? Think, what if it does? What if it does work out? Because that's going to overweigh and overpower and generate so much more emotion in you than what if it doesn't? Okay, what if it doesn't? Cool. Then you just go back to doing exactly what you're doing right now. But at least you tried. At least you did something. So take the leap of faith. Whatever you know you need to do, and see what happens from there, right? Ignite the spark. Something I wanted to do is I want to incorporate some tarot into here, because I do like tarot. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting thing. But I don't have a tarot deck, so I'm going to do it in a different way. Let's see. Pulled the star. Renewal, hope, alignment after a difficult phase. What it represents right now, a period of healing and clarity after confusion or struggle. It's okay to let go, right? It's okay to let go of, the expectations you have on yourself. So what, it didn't work out? So what, it didn't go the way you wanted to? So what, you lost that person? So what, you lost that job? It doesn't matter, because you are where you are right now in this moment, and that matters more than any of the past. All the past is just a memory. So now, wake up, learn that you need to heal, learn that you need to choose to be aware, because it is a choice. You can be blind if you want to be blind, but you know what you need to do in life to be happy and healthy. So make that choice every day. That's the easiest choice you can make, because once you start doing it, you feel so great, you just want to keep doing it. But it just takes one day, one step, okay? Trusting that you're being guided towards something better, reconnecting with your authentic self and purpose. The star usually appears after the tower in tarot, meaning after chaos or disruption comes a quieter, more meaningful rebuilding phase. Yes, of course, we're aligning now after the difficult phase. The tower, we already went through that, right? No more tower moments for a while, actually. Like, life's about to get so beautiful so quickly, you don't understand. You don't feel it, or maybe you do, and that's why you're here. That's why you're excited. Don't you feel the energy rising? Don't you feel it getting more, Oh, gosh, life is beautiful. For you personally, it fits the energy you've been describing. New motivation, cleaning up habits, feeling hopeful, wanting to become the best version of yourself. The star doesn't rush, it realigns. Reflection, question for you. What part of your life right now is asking you to slow down, heal, and trust the direction you're being pulled toward? Will you answer? Are you going to answer the call? Because once you see it, you just have to take a choice. You're at a crossroads. Which way are you going to go? Are you going to continue the loop? Continue the pattern? Or are you going to break free and start living for you? Start living now. There is no tomorrow. That's now. Come back to yourself now. Wake up now. Realize everything that you have now. Be aware. Be grateful. That's it. Okay? Just because you're moving doesn't mean you're progressing. Slow down. Figure out what you truly want, and then move forward from there. Proud of you. I love you. Feel free to subscribe. Have a great life.